What's going on, everyone? It is Jordan Taylor Cut Films here, and today is episode 1 where we are taking the DJI RS2, analyzing some of the most famous movie scenes and TV shows, deconstructing the filmmaking process and the thought process behind these gimbal moves, and today we are doing Euphoria. So today's scene, we're doing a shot from the TV show Euphoria, where Sam Levinson has Zendaya's character, Rue, standing isolated in an alleyway. And what I love about these shots is it starts really close up on her, and you can feel her thought process as she honestly feels isolated and alone. She picks up the phone to finally make a call for help, and what happens is in this long continuous take, we see the camera pull further and further back, just showing how alone she is in this alleyway. And it's almost like a representation of her thoughts and her feelings. So in order to achieve this shot, since what they did in the actual TV show is they had a crane, we are gonna take the Sony A1, place it on the DJI RS2, and we're adding a monopod with an extension pole to the bottom, so that way we can start super close up on the actress, and as we continue to pull backwards, we'll lift off and get more elevation, really showing how this character feels alone as we have this extremely high angle and she's the only thing present in this alley. So the camera move, along with using the stabilizer and this extension pole, is gonna be a motivation for how the character is feeling, and it's a part of the story making process. So there's a purpose for this move, and there's a purpose for leaving her alone in the street like this. Along with that shot, we're also gonna recreate a famous scene from the TV show where she's on a bike. And again, she's almost in this intermediary type of position where she's trying to figure out her thoughts, and she's very much in transportation in her life. And the bicycle is a metaphor for that. And we're gonna utilize the DJI RS2 and the stabilizer in order to keep the camera steady so the focus is on the character. Sam Levinson does an amazing job of doing continuous long takes, but also really innovative movements using dolly tracks and steady cams. So today what we're gonna be doing is this infamous scene of Rue's character, played by Zendaya, and Jules' character, as they're laying in the bed. And you think it's just gonna be this kind of normal overhead shot, but what ends up happening, again, talking about motivated movement, as the two characters kind of lock eyes, and you see that it's their first real intimate love moment together, that's when the camera takes motion, and we see this continuous flow that looks like this arcing shot over the bed. And what's really cool, and the reason why we're doing this, and what we're gonna showcase today, using the gimbal and using specifically an extension monopod type of movement, so it feels like, again, we're on a crane. It's gonna go from this perspective of being overhead, and then it's gonna seamlessly match cut or stitch, if you will, from the perspective of being in a bed to then matching and cutting behind a wall, and then you see these different memories and this montage of them being together. So it's gonna be this continual momentum, and it's gonna, again, add this kind of kinetic energy. So you're gonna feel like you're flowing through each scene, and it's gonna feel like this long, continuous take, and it's all gonna be able to happen because of the RS2. So right now we have the A1 and we're filming an 8K24. We got an extension monopod, we have a monitor, and we're gonna be shooting in pan follow mode. And again, the tracking speed is gonna be slow, so that way we don't get any jittery movements and we're able to match the motion from scene to scene. So now we're gonna do our first setup in the bed, and then we're on set here, and there's a bunch of different color rooms that we're gonna utilize, and it's gonna be like you're seeing different memories and montages throughout their life. So let's get into it. Well, that concludes today's episode, everyone. I hope you found this episode and tutorial helpful, and make sure to stay tuned because we will be deconstructing some of the most famous movie scenes and TV shows and showing you how to use your own stabilizer and the RS2 to achieve some of these filmmaking techniques. See you next time.